Welcome, everyone, to Russellville Lady Cyclone basketball. The Lady Cyclones are in action tonight without the boys as they host the Lady Mounties of Rogers. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mickey Duval here to bring you all the action on our YouTube channel. Uh, we will not have a boys' game. There is another girls' game after this one we will not have. It's actually Watson Chapel against Greenwood. They're meeting here to sort of meet in the middle. We just watched the Lady Cyclone JV team play Rogers and getting ready for the varsity matchup. And I bring in my color man for tonight, Aaron Duval. Rogers 5-3 on the season, but to me, it's really not about Rogers when you've lost 2 games in a row, as the Lady Cyclones have, and you're getting ready to break for a week before Christmas break. You're really wanting to try to fix some things, try to shore some things up, and try to get back on the winning track and start feeling better about yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who they're playing. You just want to start a winning streak before this Christmas break. And one of the things, and I'm sure Coach White and her assistant, her son, has emphasized to the Lady Cyclones, when we get the ball underneath, we have got to make that shot. The last game they played, they missed at least 4, I think possibly 5 shots underneath the basket. On one series, they missed 2 or 3 in a row. But when you're underneath there, no matter who's guarding you, you have either got to make that shot, get foul, go to the free throw line. And that's one thing the Lady Cyclones didn't do that last game, is go to the free throw line. They were only 5 of 9, only shot 9 charity shots. So they're going to have to start working the ball underneath and drawing some fouls, but really concentrate on making those shots underneath. They were fairly good at threes. They were 5 of 13. Again, not shooting that many. So I think that's what needs to happen tonight, is work on some basic things underneath with Myers and Ely working the high and low post.
Well, the Lady Cyclones are feeling good about themselves. They dropped the opening game of the season, then they won 4 in a row and propelled themselves into the championship game of the Morrilton Classic. They lost the championship game to Bryant, a game in which they led in the first half. And then they came here this week and hosted Cabot, got beat 47-40. You don't want to lose tonight, even your record of 4-4, and not play again until next week. Lady Cyclones and the Cyclones, senior boys, will play next week as they host Mountain Home here on Thursday. That's actually the last day of school before Christmas break. Most students, though, will be finished with their finals on Wednesday, and they do not have to come to school on Thursday, only if they have tests that they need to make up. And so it'll be a good day to they'll be done with their finals, and they can focus on that basketball game starting Wednesday night, getting ready for Thursday, and then have their Christmas break. Of course, they will play a couple days after Christmas when they host the Holiday Hoops for Hunger tournament here at Cyclone Arena. It's a boys and girls tournament in which you'll have 8 games per day, and on each boys and girls. And so, but having said that, you're going to have a week off after this game, and then a week and a half off after the next game. So the Lady Cyclones really would like to get back on the winning track, stop this 2-game losing streak, and be ready for Mountain Home here next week. In that loss, Lady Cyclones didn't have anybody in double figures. I don't know when the last time that happened. Z McAllister actually led the way with 8 points, and Anna Myers was 7, and Michaela Ely was 6. There is some new look to the starting lineup for the Lady Cyclones, and we will get to that here in just a moment. I'm not sure if we're going to do national anthem, so I'm kind of pause and waiting for that. We're going to see. If not, we're going to talk about Rogers Lady Mounties first. Okay, they're not going to do that, so Rogers will start off with number 1, Gracie Carr. Number 2, Courtney Story. Carr, a sophomore. Story, a senior. Number 3, Cameron Brockhoff, a sophomore. Number 20, London Hatch, a junior. And the sophomore, Taylor Treadwell, number 33. Rogers in their road blues with white trim. For the Lady Cyclones, I'm not sure. I think they'll be turning off the lights here in just a moment. But we do have a couple different starters for tonight. And they are Sarah Velasquez, the 5'8" sophomore, getting her first start as a Russellville Lady Cyclone. Number 5, Maddie Howerton, the 5'5" junior. Tanika Boyce gets her first start, wearing number 12, 5'7" senior. Anna Myers, the 6-foot senior, number 25. And number 35, Michaela Ely, the 5'11" senior. So a little bit different look, and we'll see if it works out for Coach Sherry White. She is assisted by her son, Coach Chase White, his second year to be up here with her at the high school level. They produced a new video for the Lady Cyclones, and if you're watching, that's what they're watching up there. They actually have highlights where they've had pictures for the boys' game. They're actually showing some highlights. I don't know if our camera isn't going to be able to pick it up, but kind of a neat little thing, and showing some pictures and some video of the current team. So this is the first time they've showed it is tonight. And so the girls, that's why they're looking up. It's their first chance to get to view it too. We mentioned to you that the Lady Cyclones are 4-3 on the season. Rogers is 5-3 on the season. They are coached by Michael Green. And once again, we will not have a senior boys game. In fact, there's another senior girls game after this as Watson Chapel taking on Greenwood, meeting halfway and playing here at Cyclone Arena tonight. Wet weather outside, but it's dry here in Cyclone Arena. And Rogers out on the floor. Lady Cyclones still waiting to be introduced. The storm is coming. They like that. I saw Dan Burrows, and he was talking to us about, hey, we're gonna run this for the first time. We'll see how it goes tonight. So he's a part of the Russellville East Lab, and so I think they were excited about that. Maddie Howerton running out on the floor. We just heard Sarah Velasquez. They go over and they shake the hands of the opposing coach before the game. Lady Cyclones in their home red uniforms with black and red trim. We said Rogers in the blue. Both boys and girls will be hosting Mountain Home here on Thursday. The Hoops for Hunger tournament has actually been juggled a little bit as far as what the tournament bracket looks like. One of the teams I'm excited about is seeing Baptist Prep. The boys, they are a fantastic team. They're on the opposite side of the bracket as Russellville, but they have a player who's Mike Anderson didn't recruit, but he's verbally committed and going to play at Kansas. so it wasn't good enough for us here in Arkansas. He's good enough to play for Kansas. So really excited about that. I heard a lot of good things about him and how he makes everybody around him better, and very anxious to see that. But, hey, right now it's girls basketball time. We're ready for action. Anna Myers, a definite height advantage over Gracie Carr, the sophomore. The Lady Cyclones win the toss and work the ball here as they play offense in front of the Rogers bench. Velasquez taking it, gets it over on the left wing to Anna Myers. Quickly in the corner, nice pass from Howerton inside to Ely. Double team, triple team. Back to Myers. It's a little 10-foot jumper is good.
That's all we talked about. You got to hit those shots in the lane, and they did, and Russellville opens up with a 2-0 lead.
Well, they worked it inside, and moving the basketball around will help. A quick layup by Brockhoff, tying the game at 2 after they broke the press of the Lady Cyclones. Here's a three-pointer in the corner from Velasquez. A little short on that. Rogers with the rebound. Treadwell was looking for the outlet. Not there to do it quick, so she hands it off to Hatch, and Hatch will bring it up the floor. Lady Cyclones opening a man-to-man defense, as they typically do. Hatch gives it over on the right side. Now right back on the left side, this is Treadwell. A couple sophomores getting this start for Rogers. A minute in this game, and we're knotted up at 2. Anna Myers almost making that steal there. Good to see the Cyclone senior boys. They're over on the far side in Cyclone Alley. A lot of them wearing their green Christmas hoodies that they've had. But they're here to support the girls. Good to see that. Oh, almost a steal there. Gracie Carr able to pick it up. Long possession here for Rogers. Backing it back out is Hatch. Looking at Ely. They make the switch on the screen. Left-handed pass in. Was deflected by Ely. Boyce has it on the move. Dribbling in on the right side. Stops, gets to the Ely double team. Nowhere to go, and she traveled with a basketball. Official said she traveled. She was just double teamed and really had no place to throw it to. The Lady Cyclones weren't moving into an alley because she was fronted and had a defender behind her. They break the press. It's a 2-on-1 going back the other direction. Going to throw it in the corner. Story. Looked like she was aiming for a three because she didn't converge on the basket at all. And then when she caught it, didn't catch it in rhythm. It looked like she wanted to take the three no matter what. Brockhoff working against Ely. You can call it a size advantage for us. but also we're having some of our big girls guard their guards. Here's a drive to the basket and a charge taken by the Lady Cyclones. Good job, Tanika. And that's going to get the foul called on Courtney Story.
Yeah, Boyce was set up in the lane and stood there, didn't move, and that's the key. If you're going to take a charge, you have got to be completely still and not move in to the person coming in, and she did a good job.
Still tied at 2, 5:40 left to play here in the first quarter. Boy, Ely was wide open. Feed from Howerton, missed the shot. Ely getting it back, missed that one. Carr has it, but too good. I know you don't make it, but you got to be happy about the open looks that Ely had there, but just didn't connect. There's a drive inside, a shot thrown up by Treadwell, nowhere close. Howerton had it. I don't think that was blocked. I think it was just altered. Faking the three as Myers turns around, gives it to Boyce. Work it back inside of the high post. Ely, nice little sidestep, and with the left-hand finger roll.
Yeah, no walk there. She did a good job getting around that defender and putting it up with the left hand.
Yeah, you're right. She didn't walk, and she almost kind of didn't step in rhythm. She kind of had to jump off the wrong foot to avoid the walk. 4-2, the Lady Cyclones leading it. 4:50 left to play here in the first quarter. Watson Chapel just getting here, and Rogers throwing the basketball away.
Good defense by the Lady Cyclones. That man-to-man seems to be causing a little bit of problems for Rogers. It's hard for them to penetrate.
Trying to get this crowd mic on Coach White. We have to sneak it around. Coach White does not like the crowd mic. She always tries to turn it away from her. She doesn't like her voice on the air. But you can hear she's right next to us. Nice feed inside. Ely again with the miss, though, trying to get her offensive rebound, but she's going to be whistled for the foul. Well, you want Ely to keep shooting those. I mean, she's open, and they're feeding her, and those are open shots. Those are eventually going to fall.
Yeah, that first shot she made or attempted, it was touched as she pulled it back over her head. So in her defense, they had a hand on the ball when she shot that.
Rogers checking in, number 34. I'm going to let you pronounce that one. She's got the basketball. What's her last name? Whoever it is, she threw away. Figgins-Sakau?
That sounds good.
It's going to be different every time I say it, I think. Lady Cyclones return the favor, throwing the basketball away.
Figgins-Sakau?
Figgins-Sakau, yeah. I try to listen to Matt Howerton, who's our PA tonight, and I didn't hear what he said. I think he had a microphone malfunction on that last name. They throw it in the corner. Here's a three-point try by Kate McConnell is good, who's also in the game for the first time, the junior. And Rogers takes their first lead at 5-4, knocking down that three. Looking to trap Howerton. She got it away to Boyce. One dribble finds Velasquez underneath, and she's hammered going to the basket. And Sarah's going to go shoot two. It's on number 34. It would be on 34, wouldn't it? Allie Figgins-Sakau, the senior.
The foul is on Allie Figgins-Sakau.
Figgins-Sakau is what I said. All right, Sarah just tied it up with the first free throw. Z McAllister, number 2, the 5'7" senior, checks in, placing Tanika Boyce, getting her first start. Second free throw is good. And so 2 made free throws by Velasquez gives the Lady Cyclones back the lead. They lead at 6-5. Story, a pass ahead now to McConnell underneath the Figgins-Sakau. Missed the shot, but she's going to get to go to the free throw line. It was tipped up and in, but it waved it off. That's the first foul on Anna Myers.
And that's a good foul by Anna. She hit her hard enough where the shooter did not make the basket.
First free throw is good. We're all tied at 6, 3:29 left to play here in the first quarter. Both teams with 2 team fouls. Figgins-Sakau misses that one. Anna Myers, good position for the defensive rebound. Gives it off to McAllister, and Z dribbles on the right wing, looking inside. Velasquez open on the box. Gets the pass, was double team. Out to Myers. Howerton now down low to Ely. Ely, nice little move with the left hand. Shot no good. Gets the follow, no good. Again, good ball movement by the Lady Cyclones, just not connecting. I think every Lady Cyclone touched the ball on that possession. Those open shots going to fall from in the lane. We're all tied at 6, and here's an interception by Russellville. Anna Myers checking around her to make sure there's nobody behind her. Bounce pass, and Z's going to go to the line. Z attacking the basket. And this is going to be on number 1, Gracie Carr.
Well, Anna Myers showed that even as a very tall girl, she's able to dribble and bring that ball down the court ahead of everybody else, and made a good pass to Z.
Free throw is good by Z. Z makes them both. Lady Cyclones lead 8-6. The third time Russell's taken the lead. I guess technically they had a tie game. This is going to be a foul on Z McAllister here. She hit the deck, but I don't know if that was much contact there. It looked like she just sort of landed awkwardly and dribbled it off her leg, but that's the third team foul on Russellville. First on Z. Inbounds pass comes to Story. Dribbles in the corner. Still with a dribble on the right wing. Out to McConnell. And out the top of the key. This is 3. Brockhoff guarded by Howerton. Backs it out a little bit. Maddie trying to stay with her. Underhanded flip out to Kate McConnell. Picks up her dribble. Now to Gracie Carr. Carr starts her drive. And they're jumping in the passing lane is Z. Coming in from the left side. Layup is good.
Good anticipation by Z McAllister, jumping into that passing lane and going in for a score.
Michael Green, the coach for Rogers, wants to take a 30-second timeout. Z now with 4 points. The Lady Cyclones lead at 10-6. Well, they've been sloppy a little bit with those passes anyway, and you kind of felt like that was a matter of time. And Russell's intercepted it, but inside, that's the first one out on the wing, and they were able to get it on a breakaway.
The thing that's surprising to me is how open Ely is for the Cyclones underneath the basket. Once she gets the ball, before that she can get double teamed, she's shooting the ball, which is a smart thing to do. Don't wait for that second person to come over and guard you also. Get that ball up off the board. What we need to do is have somebody else coming in on the other side or in front and try to get that offensive rebound in case she misses it. But the open shot has been there underneath the basket for the Lady Cyclones.
Lady Cyclones leading at 10-6 after the timeout. Rogers has it. Three-pointer from the left wing is good. Kate McConnell, her second 3 of the game. Thrown into the corner. Velasquez out to Howerton. She traveled with the basketball. So 10-9 our score. The Lady Cyclones lead by a point. And another three-pointer by Kate McConnell, her third. A 12-10 lead by Rogers. The Lady Cyclones got to get out on her, but I mean, she wasn't wide open on that. And now we have a whistle away from the basket. It's going to be a grabbing foul, number 1, Gracie Carr. She was battling position underneath with Anna Myers and just grabbed her bit of a jersey. That's the second foul on Carr. She's going to come out with Taylor Treadwell, one of the starters, coming back in. Velasquez will check out as number 3, Kara Davis, in the game for the first time, the 5'2" junior. Here's a lob off the inbounds pass. It's going to be intercepted by Figenskow. And she hands it off to Brockhoff, and a steal by Anna Myers, a 2-on-2. Myers coming in from left side. Layup good.
Yeah,
Anna's got, go ahead.
A little scoop, left-handed scoop by Anna.
Anna's got 4. We're all tied at 12. A minute 5 left to play here in the first quarter. In the corner, three-point try. This one off the front of the iron. And Z with the rebound. McAllister coming in from the left wing. They're going to double team her. Floats it out to Howerton. Starts her drive. Tried to go inside to Ely and could not get it over Figenskow's head. She jumped up and caught it. And with the basketball is Brockhoff. They don't look like they're wanting to run time off the clock, even though they dribble to the baseline. And Maddie Howerton almost with a steal, and she does. Maddie blocked a pass and then took it away. Howerton on the left wing with 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. We're all tied at 12. Z gets in the corner to Myers. You can see the clock above the backboard there. Z has it on the left side, 13 seconds, 12 seconds. Maddie on the right wing is going to use the screen set by Z. They make the switch. Got a mismatch. She's going to split the double team off to Ely. Ely jumper won't go. Figgenskow had the rebound. Myers got in there, thought she knocked the ball away. We're going to get a foul called on Anna, and that's her second with 3 seconds left. And it's going to be, number 2 on Anna and the 4th team foul. You hate any kind of foul on your big man, but especially those that with 3 seconds left. They're going to roll it down the floor, and the clock's not going to start until they touch it. So 3 seconds, 2 seconds, almost a half-court shot. It's going to be an air ball. We've come to the end of the first quarter with our score. Lady Cyclones 12 and Rogers 12. Well, what are your thoughts on the first quarter?
Well, what we talked about in the pregame, the shots underneath are just not falling, and that's what Russellville needs. There's been at least 5 shots underneath that possibly could have gone in. So you're looking at 10 points, and Russellville could be up by 10, but we've got to make those shots count. They're open shots, and that's the thing about it. We're getting the people underneath open. We just got to turn around and make the shot.
Had some technical issues by the dance team coach, and so they dance and cheer did not get to do what they were going to do to the music. So that's what they just announced. And if you see our technical issues, we were just raising the tripod a little bit. I got asked if I could raise it a little bit to get rid of that black pad, and that's probably the best I can do right there. So you can see actually the table that's right in front of us, and we'll see if that's better, worse, or what it is for you guys. I like seeing the clock there. Well, it's kind of back and forth. I mean, the Lady Cyclones led 4-2. Rogers took a lead at 5-4. Went back and forth a little bit, but those 3 threes by Kate McConnell were huge for Rogers. I mean, you take away that 3-point shooting, and they're not really in the game. They only had 1 other field goal. I know you can't take away things like that, but it was her 3 threes for Rogers that kept them in this thing. We start the second quarter. Rogers has the basketball. They set a screen. Lady Cyclones made the switch and then switched back. Good job by Anna Myers saying, hey, you take it. Figgenskow had it 15 feet away. Didn't even look to score there. On the left wing, and now out to the top of the key, and 3-pointer is no good. Rebound chased down in the corner by Myers. That may be the first one that McConnell missed. Kara Davis won't shoot the 3, gets it to Ely 15 feet away. Tried to go inside to Myers. It was tipped away, but Anna chasing it down in the corner. Started her drive, needs some help, out to Z. She started the second quarter. It's Ely, McAllister, Myers, Howerton, and Kara Davis on the floor for Russellville. Z has it way out on the left wing. Myers started her drive after a dribble. Her pass deflected and intercepted, taken away back by Z. Had it knocked from her hands, gets it back. Nice feed to Myers on the baseline. A little dipsy-do layup won't go, but Anna going to shoot 2.
Anytime the ball goes in to Myers or Ely, Rogers is just collapsing to the zone. What we need to do is hit some threes on the outside to loosen that up a little bit.
That was a good job by Anna there. If she doesn't make that move, her shot gets blocked. She missed the first free throw there. That foul coming on Taylor Treadwell, number 33, her first. She's a sophomore, and the 15th foul on Rogers. Second free throw is good. Myers is 1 of 2, and she's got 5 points for the Lady Cyclones. And Russell back on top here, 13-12. Here's a drive to the basket, missed layup, ball tipped, and Howerton has a defensive rebound. Has to slow it up just enough, didn't want to get out of control. She tries on the right side to McAllister. Here's Kara Davis, 3-pointer from the corner, won't go. It hit near the top of the backboard, goes out of bounds. The last touch by Rogers. Benefit there for the Lady Cyclones. Number 22, Amber Covington, the senior for Rogers, coming in the game for the first time.
Oh, look, they're holding her.
Yeah,
look at her.
They see that, and that's going to be on Taylor Treadwell. That's her second. That's about the only way they've been able to slow down Anna. In fact, that's the 3rd time they've been called for holding on Myers. And the next time will be a 1-and-1. Gracie Carr, the sophomore, checks back in. She has 2 fouls. As we said, that's the 16th foul. They've switched people as Gracie Carr is going to be on her now. Myers catches in the corner, starts her drive, shot over 2 people, ball that hung on the back of the iron. Did not go. Lady Cyclones getting some good shots. Here's Z with a steal. Nice feed underneath to Kara Davis, and let's see. Traveling is going to be the call. We were shielded. I didn't see it. I know Coach White, both Coach Whites didn't like the call there, but we did not see the play. But, man, what a steal by McAllister there.
Did a great job and a great shot by Ely off the backboard to go in, but didn't count.
6:08 left to play in the first half. The Lady Cyclones leading 13-12. Three-pointer. Good grief. This one by Courtney Story. 15-13, Rogers with the lead. Z won't use the screen. She'll take it right side. Double team. Somebody's open. It's Ely. Starts her drive. Left-handed little hook shot is no good. Well, I was going to say earlier, Lady Cyclones are all around the basket. They're shooting from in the paint. It's not going. Take the lid off the basket, and we're getting some good open shots. Crossover dribble by Hatch. Lady Cyclones stay with it, and Z with the steal. McAllister up the right side of the floor, looking inside. She's going to get on the baseline to Ely with her back to the basket. Out, Howerton three-pointer, won't go. Kara Davis backside, going to get the rebound, dribbles back out. Howerton to Z at the top. They better get closer on McAllister. She could pull the trigger. From Ely inside to Myers. 10-footer is good. Myers with the point and Ely with the assist.
That's the second time Myers shot one right in front of the basket in the paint. So that's a good shot, easy touch.
We're all tied at 15. Anna Myers with 7 points. 4:58 left to play here in the first half. They trying to go inside. Boy, off the fingertips of Figgenskow. I'm just going to start calling that girl Allie, number 34. I know I'm probably butchering her name. She stepped on the end line trying to save it in bounds after the dead ball. Anna Myers is going to check out. And Hillen Vardaman, and I've been mispronouncing Hillen's first name. I've been saying Hillian, and I am so sorry about that. I met her father, and real nice guy, and boy, I hated that I'm mispronouncing her name, so I'm deeply sorry about that. Lady Cyclones missed the shot. Rogers with the rebound, and there's a traveling call.
By number 3,
Yeah.
Brockhoff.
Yeah, she was getting ready to pull the trigger, and I think she's got excited. What's funny, if they wouldn't have called for travel, the traveling actually caused her to step on three-point line. So it would have been a long 2, but she missed the shot anyway.
Russellville's 0 for 4 from three-point land. We need to.
Illegal screen going to be called on Z McAllister. That's her second. Anna Myers is on the bench with 2. And that's the 15th foul on the Lady Cyclones. 4:18 left to play here in the first half, and we're all tied at 18. I'm sorry, at 15. Cameron Brockhoff has it. The bounce pass over to Caroline Larkin, the junior. They've played a lot of people so far. Rogers has. There's Brockhoff, a layup too hard off the backboard. Ely there with the rebound, and here comes Howerton. Brings it up the right side of the floor. Slows it down just enough. Davis, open on the right wing, won't pull the trigger just yet. She'll use a screen. Had a little pick and roll, and it wasn't there. Ely didn't roll quick enough, and Coach White's liking. Davis has it back. Ely flashes at the high post, fakes the bounce pass, turns, faces the basket, takes it down across the lane, left side with the left hand.
Just about, not quite a little left-handed hook shot.
4 points for Ely and the Lady Cyclones on top once again, 17-15. With 3:29 left, and Brockhoff carried the basketball. I thought they were going to get a double dribble or something. It was something there on Cameron Brockhoff. Sarah Velasquez will check in, replacing Howerton. So we have Vardaman, Ely, Velasquez, Davis, and McAllister on the floor for Russellville. 3:22 left to play here in the first half. Davis gets to Velasquez. Looks like she was about to go set the screen and able to turn real quick and catch that basketball. Just inside the three-point line, Ely fakes the three, dribbles to the free throw line, stops at the left elbow, needs some help. In the corner, Z, three-pointer, rattles around, no good. Good open shot, just not there. Covington has it. Being hounded by Z, and she'll slow it down, kick it out. Story for 3, missed this one badly. Carr with the rebound, putting it up and in. All tied at 17. Davis going to bring it in the front court. Uses a screen, and Again, you can hear Coach White. She's wanting the pick and roll called. Ely almost had it taken away. She'll start her drive. Left-handed layup is good for Michaela. She's got 6. Lady Cyclones, it's a seesaw battle, but it's a 2-point lead for Russellville. Tied up. It's back and forth, and now it's tied up with a layup by Larkin. Back and forth. We're tied at 19.
Yeah, Rogers starting to get some penetration against the Lady Cyclones in that paint area. We got to tighten that up.
Her pass goes at the feet of Ely. Somehow gets it and hits the turnaround jumper. Ely scored 6 straight. She's got 8 points, and Russellville again up by 2. Let's break the string. Let's get a defensive stop here with under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Pass on the left side. This is Courtney Story. Floats it in the corner. That's number 1, Gracie Carr. Back to Story on the right wing. Lady Cyclones man-to-man defense, and they're having to work a little bit. Here's a drive, throwing up a shot, and what, walk? Nope, we're going to get a foul called on 0, Sarah Velasquez. That'll be her first and the 16th foul. They're going to say it's a shooting foul anyway for number 22, Amber Covington, who has not scored in this game. 1:31 left to play here in the first half. Free throw is good. It's a 1-point lead for Russellville. Anna Myers will check back in for Vardaman. Vardaman, the 6-foot senior, and Myers got to be careful. She's got 2 fouls here. They don't want her picking up a cheap 3rd foul here in the last 91 seconds of the first half. She gets the rebound here off the missed free throw. Gives it off to ZZ and Davis were both there, ready to be the outlet person. Z on the right wing, fakes the pass, steps up, 3-pointer, won't go. Rebound, battled for, underneath, Covington has it. Covington in transition, her pass almost intercepted, but they get it back. Couple passes, leads to a layup for Gracie Carr, and Rogers has taken the lead, and they're going to go to the free throw line for the and 1. That's the 17th foul on Russellville. First foul on Kara Davis. Gracie with 4, a free throw, rattles in. The old-fashioned 3-point play. Rogers with a 2-point lead, matching their largest lead of the first half. Lady Cyclones' largest lead has been 4. It's been nip and tuck the entire way. And now let's see, a foul is going to be called on number 1. Who? Yeah, it is going to be on number 1, Gracie Carr. That's her 3rd. She's got 5 points. She's a starter. And now their coach, Michael Green, probably needs to go to his bench, but he's not going to get it in time for this first one. Z McAllister knocks down the free throw. It's a 1-and-1, so if that would have been missed, Green would have been left Gracie Carr in there. Tanika Boyce will check in, replacing Myers, and I guarantee you Myers is coming out because of the 2 fouls. Z's 2 free throws has tied the game up. She's perfect from the line, 4 for 4, and has 6 points. 23-23 our score. We're in the final minute of the first half. Boy, they just lost their footing, and number 13, Carson Grimes, threw one away. If she'd hung on to it, it'd have been walking, though.
Rogers is a type team. It's easy to set up for a charge because they're running and dribbling out of control.
Yeah, and Russell's already taken one. Davis splitting the double team out to Z. Back to Davis. Fakes the pass on the baseline, dribbles around her man in the lane. Here's Velasquez. 30 seconds left to play here in the first half. Nice pass underneath to Davis. Shot won't go. I don't know if that pass was going to Davis, but she took it anyway. And number 2, Story on the right side. And looked like number 34, Figgenskow, might have got away with the travel. Here's a shot, and what do we got? I don't know if they called walking or what. They didn't call a foul.
No, they called walking.
All right. 12 seconds left to play here in the first half.
10 seconds.
Davis in the front court. Double team, gets it off to Tanika Boy. She'll throw it in the corner. Davis drives around her man to Ely. Ely shot, rolls off the iron, tipped out, and Russell can't get a second shot off. But we crashed the boards really hard. We had some good open shots in the lane, not as much falling. You feel good about that part, though, getting some good open shots. Lady Cyclones and Rogers are all tied at 23 here at the end of the first half. And like I said, I don't want to sugarcoat it. I mean, of course, you want to be making those, but the good part is hey, you're actually getting there. You're getting the shots in the lane, and I'm sure that's something that we can build off of here in the first half.
What Russell's fortunate, Rogers is 4 of 8 from the three-point line. We're 0 for 6, and we're tied with them. So we've been very fortunate to score not only the two-point shot, but also the free throws is keeping us in this game. We're just very cold on the three-point shots. I'm sure that's something that Coach White's going to be talking about. When we get an opening for a three-pointer, we take our time, we go up, and we shoot it. Don't be moving to the side because it's going to throw your shot off. Go straight up. But what should concern, and I'm sure it is, Coach White, is those shots underneath that we're missing. We have got a bunch of open looks at that basket underneath, and we just can't get them to drop.
Yeah, it's weird because even after missed shots, we've had so many chances where we've had the follow and can't get it to go. But as it is right now, we're tied at the end of the first half. We mentioned that this is not the only game here tonight, but it's the only game involving a Russell team. Watson Chapel is going to take on Greenwood in girls basketball action after this game. They decided to meet at halfway, and Russell agreed to host the game. The boys will be back in action on December 20th. That's Thursday of next week, as they and the senior girls will host Mountain Home here at Cyclone Arena. And then both teams will break for a week, and we'll come back after Christmas on Thursday and have the Hoops for Hunger tournament. We'll talk about that tournament right now. Let me grab the brackets. Looking at the girls' side, it's an 8-team tournament on girls and boys' side. The play starts at 10 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, December 27th. Two Rivers will take on Johnson County West Side, who's always a good team. Lady Cyclones have actually played them in the Morrilton Invitational this year. Russell had to come back to win that game. West Side's a very good team, very well coached. Two Rivers plays Johnson County West Side. The winner and loser will play the winner and loser of Charleston Little Rock Central. That game is going to be at 1 o'clock. The 4 o'clock afternoon game, girls action, will be Pottsville against DeQueen. And then the last girls game of the day will be at 7 o'clock as the Russell Lady Cyclones take on Fort Smith Southside. It's a 3-day tournament, December 27th, 28th, and 29th. And it's called Hoops for Hunger because they're raising money for the homeless shelters. And so they're already starting to stockpile some food. And what it is all the teams bring food, bring cereal, things like that. And so if you would like to donate any of that, please be in contact with one of the head coaches or the athletic department here at Russellville High School. For the boys' side of the bracket, first boys' game of the day is going to be 11:30. It's Little Rock Catholic against Pottsville. This is the first time we've seen the Catholic Rockets in this tournament. And then the 2:30 game will be Johnson County West Side against Baptist Prep, and that's the team I'm interested in seeing. The 5:30 game will be Episcopal against Two Rivers. And then the last game of the day at 8:30 will be the Russell Cyclones against DeQueen. And that's the 8 teams. And I was looking at it, or I think I said last broadcast, only 2 of those teams had been in this before. So you have 6 new coming boys teams in DeQueen, Episcopal, Two Rivers, Catholic, and Baptist Prep. I guess in Johnson County West Side. On the girls' side, DeQueen, Two Rivers, Charleston, Little Rock Central has not been in it. I cannot remember if Fort Smith Southside's been in it or not, but that's Coach White's old school. That's where she was coaching when she came here to Russellville High School. Of course, she's coached and won state championships at Harrison, and but she came to us from Fort Smith Southside. We're here at halftime. The Lady Cyclones and Rogers all tied at 23 as you're looking at Watson Chapel as they are taking some warm-up shots, getting preparation for their game. In that first half, Rogers was led by Kate McConnell. She had 9 points on threes, and all those coming in the first quarter. Also for Rogers, 5 points for Gracie Carr, 3 points for Courtney Stockey, 2 points for Cameron Brockhoff, Caroline Larkin, and 1 point for Amber Covington, 1 point for Allie Figgenskow. Gracie Carr, who has 5 points, has 3 fouls for Rogers. That's the only player in foul trouble. Taylor Treadwell has 2 fouls in that first half. For the Lady Cyclones, they were led. I almost read the wrong thing. I almost read the final totals of something else. Actually, in that first half, they were led by Michaela Ely, who had 8 points. Anna Myers with 7. Z McAllister with 6. Sarah Velasquez with 2. That's the scoring for Russell. 2 players in foul trouble for Russell. If you want to call 2 fouls foul trouble, Z McAllister and Anna Myers each with 2 fouls, and that's been it. But all it takes is if you get that early third one, and then it's problems.
What Russellville needs to do in this second half is come out, keep working the ball on the inside, start picking up some scores on that inside, but we have got to get hot from that three-point line. We took 6 shots from three-point line in that first half and did not score. So we're 0 for 6 from three-point line, whereas Rogers is 4 of 8. They're shooting 50%. 3 of those 4 came, though, in that, as you said, in that first quarter. So even without making a 3, we're hanging tough in there, but we've got to knock down some threes, and we've got to pick up some shots in the paint more than just what we have been.
Yeah, it's the text I showed you is from Travis Simpson. He's down on the other side of the bench, and he was wanting to know how many threes we had taken in that at the end of the first half there. Everybody knows we hadn't hit one, but, I mean, I'm telling you, it just feels like a lid's on the basket. I mean, because we're getting some shots from 15 feet in. Those shots are going to fall. You're not going to be that cold for 4 quarters. You may be cold enough where you're not going to hit threes, but you just figured that's just coming. And sometimes all it takes is 1 or 2 to go down, and then the whole team's infected.
Right.
And it's just like, then everybody's hot instead of everybody being cold. It's funny how that works.
Well, Z McAllister shot 1 in that second. No, she shot hers. Yeah, in that second quarter, her 2 that she tried. The last one she shot actually looked like it was going to go in. It went in the basket and then came back out. When you're shooting like that, you don't need to stop. I mean, you're not wild in your shots. I played for a coach that said if you're that close to making it, you keep shooting. You may not like missing it, but if you're missing that close, they're going to start falling. And that's what Z needs to do, is just keep shooting those threes. As you said, they're going to start falling, and when they do, they'll fall for other people on that team.
Neither team out of the locker room yet, but now we're seeing Rogers emerge. We're going to take about a minute break and come back with the second half. Lady Cyclones and Rogers tied at 23. You're watching and listening to Lady Cyclone basketball on Cyclone Booth, our YouTube channel. Both teams back at their respective benches. The Lady Cyclones looking like starting with Kara Davis, Sarah Velasquez, Anna Myers, Michaela Ely, and Maddie Howerton. They're getting talked to by Coach Sherry White. Sherry White just being inducted to the Arkansas Basketball Hall of Fame, High School Basketball Hall of Fame. And see Coach Pennington behind us. Of course, the boys don't have a game tonight. They're showing their support. They're over on the far side for that first half in Cyclone Alley. So it's always good when kids from other sports support each other. Like seeing for the boys game when the football team is here. It means a lot. Of course, football season, those kids have been supporting them too. About the 10 seconds that buzzer's going to ring. We're ready for the second half. I just got a feeling that Russell's going to open it up. I think something good is going to happen, and I think we're going to explode on it. That's what I'm believing.
Well, you got some three-point shooters out there in McAllister and Davis and Howerton, so hopefully we can light this thing up and start pulling away.
Cyclones will have this basketball as we start the second half. They're backing off a little bit, but you can see the trap coming. Tarek Davis picks up her dribble, almost threw it into the trap. Howerton back to Davis in the corner now to to Myers. When she put on the floor, there was a scramble for it, and Rogers taking it away. Carr had it off now, and here comes Rogers. They cut it off, and Lady Cyclones had a double team there, but couldn't get the turnover. Here's a drive down the middle of the lane. Brockhoff had it knocked off her leg. Good hands by Ely to knock it off her leg and out of bounds.
Yeah, and if she had picked up the ball, I think they was going to get her for traveling anyway.
Howerton in the front court quickly, dribbles the left wing. They didn't have time to trap her. Throws it over the top of the defender. Maddie gets the ball back, three-pointer off the back of the iron. Boy, that looked good when it left her hand. Lady Cyclones just can't buy one from behind the three-point line. Meanwhile, they miss one. Good. Ely with the rebound, and you can hear Coach White saying, go, go. She's wanting everybody down the court quickly. Howerton. There comes the zone. She gives a bounce pass to Ely, turns back to Howerton, faking the three. Looked like she was going to use the screen. Now being chased with double team. Back out, throws it in the corner to Myers. Myers, nice little move on the inside. Shot from 7 feet is good. Anna with 9. Lady Cyclones break the tie and lead by 2. Here in the corner, Brockhoff almost traveled with it, started to dribble, bounce pass. It's going to be taken by Figensko, and then a steal by the Lady Cyclones for Velasquez. 2-point lead for Russellville. Howerton to Ely at the free throw line. On the side, Velasquez shot from long range, won't go. Saved inbounds nicely by Anna Myers. How about that? Now we have a reach-in foul. It's going to be called on number 13, Carson Grimes. That'll be her first. 6:16 left to play here in the third quarter. Lady Cyclones leading at 25-23. Kara Davis going to inbound it right beside us, beside the Lady Cyclone bench. Howerton trying to split the double team, and a timeout going to be called. No, what are they going to say? We called timeout. They blew the whistle, and look, I think the official made a mistake, but it was almost in our favor. I don't think he should have granted us a timeout, so I think he ended up making the right. He should not have blown the whistle because I don't think we had possession of it. And so they end up giving Rogers a possession. There's a drive to the basket, missed shot, rebound, out of bounds, last touch by Russellville.
Plus we saved a timeout.
Yeah.
Now.
She was trying to call timeout to avoid the turnover. I think when she called, I don't think we had possession. He blew his whistle and then realized his mistake. So I think that he ended up making the right call. Even though it went against us, it was the right call. Blakely Walker, 5'7" senior, making her first appearance of the game. She's number 21, and she's on the man with the basketball. Carson Grimes, who gives it off, and now eventually goes from Carr to Story. Pull-up jumper won't go. There's Myers with the rebound. And gives it off to Davis, and Davis brings it up the right side of the floor. Still hasn't stopped. Stops about 15 feet away. Into Ely. Ely drive, and she's going to be fouled. Good power move there by Michaela.
Yes, and the defender was moving, so it wasn't a charge.
That's number 2 on Figensko. Figenskow. I think Matt Howerton has changed the way he said it. Now it's messing me up. Ely's first free throw is good. It's her first trip to the free throw line. She's got 9 points. She hits this one. She's got 10. Lady Cyclones lead by 4. This has matched their largest lead of the game. They led at one point 10-6. They lead here 27-23. 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. Brockhoff won't use the screen. She'll take it right side, threw it in the corner, working her way in as McConnell. Pull-up jumper from 15 is good. McConnell's got 11. She hit 3 threes in the first quarter. That's her first 2. Cuts the Lady Cyclone lead in half. Backdoor cut by Walker. They never got it to her. It was intercepted by Rogers before Blakely could get it. 5:04 left to play third quarter. Lady Cyclones lead at 27-25. Gracie Carr gets in the corner. Now to McConnell, trying to do the same move, but she has to stop at the right elbow. Gets it off the Carr. Baseline, and now back out McConnell. This is going to be an air ball. She shot the three, and from our angle, we're right behind the shooter. You could tell that was an air ball as soon as she let it go. Well, the dance team member, Maggie, should have gotten that as the rebound. She tried to kick it.
Yeah, tell her this is not soccer now. Her dad and her grandfather should tell her that.
Yeah. Velasquez gets it on the right side. 4:35 left to play the third quarter. Russell leading by 2. Looking to answer. Well, they went for the steal, didn't get it. Kara open from 18, won't go. Good open shot there, and off the rebound, Kara trying to tie him up. She ends up getting the steal. And now a timeout called by Coach White. This time she does get the timeout to avoid the turnover because Davis was caught without a dribble in the corner, and 2 people on her had no place to go.
Yeah, good call for a 30-second timeout.
Those are good to save possession, especially third and fourth quarter. We have 4:23 left to play here in the third quarter. Russell leading at 27-25.
You know, Rogers is playing a good defense. They're collapsing back on Ely and Myers, and it's because we're about 0 for 8 from our three-point line. We have got to hit some threes to loosen up the defense on the inside.
We're like 0 of 7. We can't buy one from out there. We're struggling from the inside, but somehow gutting it out where we lead by 2 right now. Russell going to inbound it right next to Coach White, and it'll be Kara Davis who got that steal. Be the trigger man, and she's going to get it inbounds to Walker. Davis runs behind her, and Blakely working, and they reverse it around right side. And now nice touch pass from Myers to Ely. Ely missed the shot. Rogers has it on the move. They'll leave it left side. McConnell a long 3. This one rolls in. Good grief. She's got 14. That's her third 3, and Rogers has taken a 1-point lead here on a 5-0 run. Go inside to Velasquez. Shot won't go. McConnell with the rebound. There comes Rogers once again. Number 23 is McConnell. They do get out on a cross-court pass over to Story. She'll dribble around, tried to bounce pass it and hit the foot of Russellville. And they just called a kick ball. You should not call a kick ball because Russellville didn't try to kick it. It hit their foot, but that's not a kicked ball. That's a missed call by the official there. It's only a kick ball if you attempt to kick it. They just threw it right at the feet of Russellville. Tanika Boyce will check in, replacing Sarah Velasquez. So they'll inbound it on the left baseline. They get it inbound to Fickenskow. And McConnell missing a 3, but an illegal screen is going to be called on Rogers, number 33, Taylor Treadwell, and that's number 3 on her. Shot didn't go anyway. We have Boyce, Davis, Walker, Ely, and Myers on the floor for Russellville. Lady Cyclones trail by a point. 3.5 to go in the third period. Pass goes through Myers' hands, a one-on-one going the other direction. Left-handed shot rolls off the iron and whistle, and let's see what. They're going to call foul on Russellville. It looked like Tanika Boyce had the best position. And then a Rogers player, and then a Russellville player. That Russellville player, Anna Myers, just picked up her third foul. Huh.
It looked like anybody but Anna got that foul. I mean, there was some bodies going on the floor.
And Myers will check out with 3. And Z McAllister checks in for her. Russell going without their 2 bigs because of the foul trouble off the inbounds pass. Good grief. McConnell caught it in stride and got the layup. She's got 16. It's a 3-point lead for Rogers. And now it's time to heat up. We got to hit some of these open shots we've been missing. Davis in the corner. Gets Ely. Underneath to Walker. Good pass, and the shot will not go. And we're all over that basket, and there's nothing falling for Russellville. Rogers back the other direction. 3-pointer from the corner. A little short. Ely with the rebound. Hits Boyce in stride. Tanika Going to slow it up, find Z over on the right side, and Z doing the smart thing, saying, hey, we don't have numbers. Let's slow it up just a little bit here. Ely will take it baseline, gets it out to Boyce on the left side, move, shot, blocked out of bounds. No, she just lost it out of bounds. They're going to say it was not off anybody, and Rogers has it. Lady Mounties leading Lady Cyclones by 3, 30-27, with 2:28 left to play in the third quarter.
Lady Cyclones has got to slow down and kind of gather themselves when they come down on offense. And with the purpose of scoring, no matter what, just score.
Hatch using the screen, missed the shot, but the follow is good by Figgenskow, her first field goal of the game. She's got 3. And Rogers with their largest lead of the game at 5 points. And Velasquez going to check in for Russell at the next dead ball. There's Z, gets it to Davis in the corner. This one, three-pointer, won't go. Rebound comes to the Lady Mounties. Russellville has the ball taken away. No, the ball knocked away. There's bodies all over the place with Davis, Walker, and Boyce, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russellville. Walker and Boyce will check out. Into the game is Varneman and Velasquez. Went short break because Ely needs to tie her shoe. Russellville trailing 32-27 with 1:50 left to play here in the third quarter. Crossover dribble, Hatch gets it on the right side to Treadwell. Here in the corner, three-pointer, good. Good grief. Kate McConnell, another 3, her 5th of the game. She had 3 in the first quarter and has 2 here in the third quarter. Now Rogers opened up an 8-point lead. Here's Z McAllister, started to drive, backs it back out. Gets it to Vardaman on the baseline. Hillen out to Ely, faking a pass from the right wing. Now to Z over on the left wing. 1:12 left. There's a long 3 tray by Z, and Z knocks it down. That's her first 3 and the first 3 for the Lady Cyclones. 35-30, the Lady Cyclones trailing by 5. That's a big bucket there. We're in the final minute of the third quarter. And here's Hatch using a screen, drives down left side, layup good. Her first points of the game, 37-30. Rogers leads it with 45 seconds left to play here in the third quarter.
We're not challenging anybody that's coming into the lane. We have got to challenge them.
Rogers' player just fell down. She wasn't touched. I don't know if she's trying to make it look that way or if she just lost her footing. Z McAllister, long 3 try. This one off the iron. Davis getting the rebound, drives inside, lost the handle on it. Rogers has it. Here comes Hatch for the Lady Mounties down the middle. Now left side of the lane. Turns around, leaves it for McConnell. Good grief. 3-pointer is good. No, that's Taylor Treadwell that knocked it in. That's her first made 3. I mean, this is one of the things where who do you guard, because that's the first 3 she's taken and hit. So it turns out a thing of who do you guard on this kind of stuff. And Coach White wants to take a timeout. There's only 9.9 seconds left, but I think she's wanting to calm down her team a little bit.
Well, we're not we're just not challenging anybody when they're driving into the lane, and I think that's one thing she was yelling over there on the bench. We have got to get in front of somebody and stop them driving the lane, and we're not doing that. We're not getting in position for the offensive rebound or the defensive rebound. And we have got to stay on the people that we're guarding and keep a hand in their face.
Seems like to me that they're just finding some holes in our defense right now, because it's not just one player, even though that Kate McConnell has 19 points. Not just one player that's killing us. Treadwell hitting that 3, Figgenskow hitting the putback, Hatch driving down left side lane to get her first basket of the game. They're just finding the open person. That open person is really making us pay for it right now. So Russellville trailing by 10, 40-30. Realize at one point Russellville led by 4 at 27-23. So, I mean, you can do the math there. Russellville leading 27-23. Since that time, the Lady Cyclones have been outscored 17-3. That's not a good run.
No, it's not.
But the good thing is we still have one more quarter of play. Russellville is trying to get one made basket here, and then we'll start the fourth quarter with the basketball. 9.9 seconds. Z McAllister in the front court at the top. Will dribble to the right side. Ely looking. She's going to take the 3. Michaela misses the bank-in shot. Rogers with the rebound. We've come to the end of the third quarter. with our score. The Lady Cyclones trailing Rogers 40-30.
I don't think Ely is the person that Coach White wanted to take that three. But no one else was getting open.
No, but yeah, they left her open behind the three-point line for a reason. She just almost ran out of time and knew she had to do something with it. Was left open, decided to take it for that three-pointer. The Lady Cyclones trailing by 10, their largest deficit of this game. It looks like it'll be Z. McAllister, Kara Davis, Anna Myers, Michaela Ely, and Sarah Velasquez to start this fourth quarter.
We've taken 17 threes and made one. That's the difference in the ball game right there. And we can talk about the shots underneath. Yeah, well, if you're not hitting threes, you've got to hit your shots underneath that basket, especially when you've been as open as Russellville has, not only on driving the ball, but taking a pass in the lane. You've got to hit that basket, and we're just not doing it. And they're playing I wouldn't say Rogers playing a great defense. They're staying on their man, but our shots underneath the basket are wide open. We're getting good looks at the basket, so that's really not the issue. Russellville's getting the ball to start the fourth quarter.
Here's Kara Davis, gets over on the right side. Z open from the right wing, three-pointer a little short. Anna Myers with the rebound. Extra possession. Going inside to Myers now without a dribble, and let's see, whistle and a foul on Rogers. That's the 14th foul on Rogers. Figenskow, her third. Anna gets the inbounds pass, double teamed, and a jump ball is going to be called.
A postman cannot put that ball down on the floor, and we just seen the reason why is because it's so easy to take it away from him. Of course, Anna was trying to get, she was a little too far in the basket, so instead of walking, or she was double teamed, she couldn't get her pivot foot around, so she had to put it down there. But it's very difficult for a postman to dribble underneath that basket and not have it taken away.
Missed shot on the inside there. Velasquez with the rebound. Lady Cyclones trailing by 10, and Z. McAllister gets it to Myers in the corner, inside to Ely. Ely has a shot blocked to take it away from behind. It's a 2-on-1 going back the other direction. They almost threw it away. They save it in bounds. Now whistle on a foul underneath. That came at a good time because they just knocked down the three that's going to be waved off. That'll be a white three is what he said. That's on Kara Davis, her second. Myers will check out. Velasquez will check out. No, wait. We got some confusion about who's supposed to be on the floor. So Myers is still on the floor, joined by Var. Well, they get close to the 5-second count. The inbounds pass comes to Treadwell, who hands it off now to Story at the top of the key. She'll back it back out. Lady Cyclones trailing 40-30. 6:50 left to play here in the ball game. Here's a three-point try by Courtney Story. That's her second. She has 6 points in the game. 13-point lead. And Rogers just absolutely shooting lights out. Lady Cyclones lose it on the other end. When it rains, it pours, and that's what's happened. And Russellville needs something good to happen and fast. They're going to be running out of time if they can't get this to single digits pretty soon.
Now Russellville going to a full court press.
Yeah, just trying to change it up a little bit. On the far side is Hatch. Gets it over now to Treadwell. They'll swing it around right side. Three-pointer by McConnell. Good. McConnell let that fly, and she didn't think she made it because she started charging. But she's got 22 points, 46-30. Realize she's not a starter. They fought through a screen. They could have called that a foul on number 2, Courtney Story. She stuck her head into Myers, and we're going to get a foul called on Taylor Treadwell. That's number 4 on her. Yeah, McConnell with 22 points. She's got 6 made threes. I wonder what her record is. I mean, she's either having the game of her life or they need to be starting that girl.
She may not have ever made a three. until tonight.
Hit the first three in the first quarter. Inbounds pass almost goes awry. Picked up by Kara Davis. Nice little drive in the lane. That's a good time for Kara's first made basket. 46-32. That stops a 23-3 run. I shouldn't say stops. It wasn't like we're at zero. There's a three-point try, no good by McConnell. She's human. Howerton with the rebound, and Maddie will bring it in the front court. Lady Cyclones trail by 14 points. Into Myers' turnaround jumper won't go. Roger with the rebound. We're going to get a foul called on Kara. That'll be her third. And that's the third team foul on Russellville. A third on Davis. A little bit of pressure, soft pressure in the backcourt. Maybe looking to trap when they get it to the side. They get around Russellville. Give it back to Hatch at the top. Now feed in the corner. Wide open is McConnell. Three-pointer. Won't get the bounce. Fingerskow underneath. Puts it up and in and draws the foul. Goodness gracious. She's got 5. And just when you think, hey, good, they missed a 3, they get the offensive rebound. That's going to be on Vardaman. Makes it a 48-32 game. Time's getting short for Russellville. There's 5:22 left. Bring in another three-point shooter as Z McAllister. After a quick breather, will come back in the game. Fingenskow hits the free throw. She has 6 points. Z gets it to Davis. Wide open on the left wing. Three-pointer won't go. Davis, though, chasing down a rebound on the right wing. Feeds it inside to Myers. Turnaround jumper won't go. And she's going to be fouled. I think this is going to be a Gracie Carr. If so, this is her 4th. It is. She was trying to slide as in front of Myers. She said she was standing straight up, but she wasn't because Myers turned her right. And that's going to get you every time you slide those feet. The first free throw is good by Myers. She has 10 points for Russellville. 2 players now in double figures with Ely and Myers. Myers now leading the way with 11 as she made the second free throw. Russellville leading by 15. I'm sorry, trailing by 15. There's a steal by Russellville. I don't know who officially got it, but I think Myers tipped it. Kara Davis has it right now. Gets it up to the top to Z. Gets it left wing. Maddie Howerton three-pointer won't go, and out of bounds belongs to Russellville. I'm sorry, belongs to Rogers. Rogers did not touch it. 4:54 left to play here in the ball game, and now Coach Michael Green of Rogers wants to take a timeout. Lady Cyclones trailing 49-34. Hard to believe at one point Russellville led 27-23, and then they go on a 23-3 run, and Russellville's not been able to recover.
Well, the reason we haven't been able to recover, as we've talked all night long about it, is our three-point shooting and our shots underneath. When you play a man-to-man full-court pressure and they get that ball past the halfway line, you have got to get back and get back in a hurry, because Rogers is putting a person down here in this corner, and when they're getting the ball, they're sitting over there popping those threes, and we don't have a man close to them. So it's good to put a full-court pressure on, but when they get the ball across, you have got to get back and set up your tight defense. We're not playing a tight defense. It just seems like we're just a half a second away from staying close with the person that we're guarding.
Well, Rogers taking that time out. The Lady Cyclones going over some things. Russellville trailing by 15. It'll be Rogers basketball underneath the Lady Cyclone basket. Russellville pressuring, and it looks like they're going a little bit deeper on this side as the inbounds pass comes to London Hatch. Here comes the trap. She gets the pass off to Carr. Carr in the front court to Story. Now cross-court pass McConnell. Get out on her. She got better than 20 points. Cross-court pass handled by Story. Threw it inside, almost away, but Fingenskow picks it up and hits the turnaround jumper. Good grief. 51-34. Lady Cyclones trailing by 17, and we do have a forearm in the back of Anna Myers. That's going to be on Fingenskow. That'll be her 4th. And it's the 17th foul on Rogers, so it'll put the Lady Cyclones on the line. Shoot the 1-and-1. You can make up some ground here by hitting some free throws. Free throw is good by Anna, so she'll earn the bonus. She's got 12 tonight. Lady Cyclones and Russell Cyclones going to host Mountain Home on Thursday. That'll be their last game before the break. It's after finals, before the Christmas break. And then after Christmas break, we'll have the Hoops for Hunger tournament. Both free throws good. Myers with 13. The Lady Cyclones trail 51-36. Here's Courtney Story. Gets around the double team and all the way down. Nobody's going to stop her. She missed the layup, though. There's Figgenskow with the rebound. Boy, just the ball not bouncing our way. I mean, you don't want to throw your hands up because you have 4:18 left, but it just feels that, I mean, it's just in our night.
Well, we're just not responding. We're not getting back on defense on that particular play right there.
Free throw is good by Figgenskow. She's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. That foul called on Z. McAllister, her third, the team's 5th. Russellville trailing by 16, make it 17 as Allie makes them both. 53-36 with 4:15 left. Davis in the front court. It's on the right side to Howerton in the corner. Now to Boyce. Her pass off the fingertips of Anna Myers. A little bit out of her reach. 4 minutes left to go, and here comes Rogers. Lady Cyclones trailing 53-36. We have a whistle and a foul on Russellville. That's on who? That'll be on number 12, Tanika Boyce, her first. That's number 6 on Russellville, so the next one will put Rogers at the line. Shooting free throws. Howerton will come out. Sarah Velasquez, the 5'8 sophomore, will check in. Inbounds pass on the far side. Comes in, bounce to London Hatch, number 20. She has 2 points on the night. She's a starter, though, and Anna Myers flashes, almost makes the steal, makes her stop her dribble. Carr picks it up. Carr needs help and travel with the basketball. She picked up that pivot foot. You can pick up your pivot foot and pass, but it tapped down, so good pressure defense there by Russellville causing the turnover. Lady Cyclones trailing by 17. 3:44 left. There's Z, a bounce pass to Davis, looking, finds underneath. Velasquez, fadeaway jumper is good.
That's a pretty shot.
That's her first field goal of the game. She's got 4 points. Lady Cyclones got a pressure in the backcourt. I get that 10-second count going. Hatch trying to drive around, picks up a dribble, double team. It's getting close to 10 seconds, and they do get it across the timeline. They find Figgenskow wide open underneath, hit the left-handed layup. She's got 9 points just in the fourth quarter alone. She's in double figures with 12. And Kara Davis almost threw it away, has to retreat to pick it up. She's lost her dribble, and she threw it away off the hands of Myers. Here's an errant pass, but picked up by the Lady Mounties, and Hatch has it. Well, the ball just not going our way, is it? They're finding every loose ball, or the loose balls are finding their hands, I should say. At number 2, Courtney Story, way out on the floor. 2:41 left to play in the ball game. Lady Cyclones trailing 55-38. Hatch backing it back out, guarded by number 0, Velasquez. Cutting the basket is Carr, and she's going to be fouled. Is this on Anna or Z? It'll be on Anna Myers. That's her 4th. That's going to put Gracie Carr at the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw is good. Blakely Walker and Michaela Ely will check in, replacing Kara Davis and Anna Myers. 56-38. Again, to go back to third quarter, Russellville led by 4, 27-23. And it's been a nightmare since then as Carr hits them both. 27-23, and right now it's 57-38. Rogers. Here's a missed shot. Velasquez battling for the rebound, can't get it as it's taken away by McConnell. The pass is going to be intercepted by Boyce. Had to save it in bounds to Z. Good hustle, Tanika. Z. McAllister dribbles back out. Three-pointer from the right wing. Nothing but net for Z. McAllister. Her second 3 of the game, and a timeout called by Sherry White. And she's got 2 more after this one. Asked this one just to be a 30-second timeout. The Lady Cyclones trailing 57-41 with 2:04 left.
Well, that's what Z. McAllister needs to be doing, is taking that outside shot. You don't want somebody that can shoot like that. Right now we need threes. We need them bad. And you don't want somebody like that driving unless they come out on you. Then you drive and try to pick up a foul and make the basket, and your chance to pick up threes. But threes is what Russellville needs right now.
Yeah, Z McAllister now with 12 points. She's had a couple threes. In fact, she's the only player that's hitting threes, hit any threes tonight for Russell. Russell's taken a few, but nothing get knocked down. I really thought we'd come out, and that first half, we were all around the basket, missing shots from 15 feet in. And I thought, boy, surely something is going to start falling. Well, Rogers got hot. They started hitting threes right and left. 3 threes for McConnell in the second half, 1 for Story, 1 for Treadwell. They were just lighting it up from the outside. And here's the ball taken away, and a kicked ball going to be called against Z. Otherwise, she was going to have a wide open layup. 57-41, the Lady Cyclones trailing. 1:57 left to play in the ball game. Kate McConnell, number 23 there, inbounding it. Gets it to Story, taking it baseline. Too far underneath the basket. She's in the lane, double team. I count 3-second count. They kick it back out to Hatch. Hatch backing her way out against Boyce. Left side to Gracie Carr. They don't look like they're running time off the clock. They're running an offense. Up 16 on Russellville. Hatch guarded by McAllister. Shakes her long enough to get the 5-second count stopped. And once again, as she's backing it back out. 1:29 left. Carr will now give it up to number 2, Courtney Story. Now they look like they're in a spread the floor situation. Lady Cyclones giving chase, not fouling. Good chance to work on defense, just try to get a steal here. Courtney Story with it. Guarded by Boyce. Left side now to Hatch. She's guarded by Blakely Walker, and Blakely's going to get whistled for the foul. That'll be her first. And that's going to be a 1-on-1 situation for London Hatch, who has not been to the free throw line tonight. 16-point lead for Rogers. Lady Cyclones are going to drop this one and go to 4-4 on the season, losing their last 3 after a 3-game win streak. And they'll be off until Thursday. Z McAllister and Blakely Walker will check out. Number 10, Megan Fleming, a 5'7" junior who played quite a few minutes in the JV game tonight, gets in the game. London Hatch hit the first, earns the bonus. Second free throw is good by Hatch. She's got 4. 59-41, the final 67 seconds of the game. Lady Cyclones trailing by 18. Give it to Myers at the top of the key. Dribble, now finding Boyce. I'm sorry, that's Davis wide open underneath, and Kara with the layup. She's got 4 points all here in the fourth quarter. Hatch between a double team, lost the handle on it, picked up by Tanika, and Tanika's going to be fouled. And for Rogers, you're saying, hey, just let her go. You're up 16. No point in stopping the clock and letting Russell score with the clock stopped. And that foul going to be on number 2, Courtney Story, her second. It'll be a 1-1 for Tanika Boyce, who has not scored in this game. Blakely Walker will check in. They didn't let her check in, so it makes me think that why didn't they let her in? I mean, and so the free throw missed the rim, so they stop it. They told Blakely to hold up. That's when I thought, well, it must be a 2-shot foul. So all's well that ends well, I guess, because she does get in with 42 seconds left. Number 1, Gracie Carr. A double team to whistle, and a foul is going to be called on Russellville. So that'll put Carr on the free throw line. Carr, perfect 3 of 3 from the line. Oh, no, they say it's out of bounds.
Yeah,
all right. 36.6 seconds left in the ball game. Russellville trailing by 16. Inbounds pass comes in the backcourt to Hatch. Hatch working against Kara Davis. That's got to be close to 5 seconds, but then she got just enough away. An illegal screen is going to be called on number 2, Courtney Story. The ref was right on top of that. And number 2 moved to feet when you shouldn't have. And that's the only time, even if you're 1-1, it's not a shooting foul. A block charge and illegal screens. So Russellville has possession here in the corner to Boyce. Boyce starts her drive. Now double team, triple team. They took the ball away, and a jump ball is going to be called. It'll belong to Russellville on the right baseline. 15 seconds left in the ball game. Inbounds pass comes to Howerton. No, that's Megan Fleming. Gets it off. Blakely Walker, 3-pointer, won't go. Long rebound controlled by Rogers. Number 2, Courtney Story in the front court. gives it off. McConnell will try a 3 on the buzzer. Come on now, don't do that. That's 25 for her. You shouldn't do that up double digits, but did it anyway. She ends with 25. Maybe that was a record for her. Maybe that's why she did it. She ended up with 7 three-pointers in the game, 25 points for Kate McConnell. Left a little bad taste in the mouth, but hey, we gotta stop them if we, I guess, don't want to lose by 19. Lady Cyclones lose it by a score here of 62-43. We'll give you the scoring totals for you as we're still trying to do some of that. Your thoughts on the game tonight?
Well, no three-pointers and missed shots underneath. That's what hurt Russellville. I think that's something that Coach White, her staff are going to be working on between now and next Thursday against Mountain Home. We've got to have it. You've got to make threes, and you can't throw the ball away underneath. You can't drive. When they're collapsing a defense, you cannot drive underneath and expect to control the ball. They're going to take it away from you every time. And Russellville went to school on that tonight. It was taken away from them, and they tried to throw it out, and the pass wasn't there. So a lot of things that Coach White, I think she saw a lot of things tonight about her team that she'll be able to work on, capitalize on, and I just think we'll see a different team come next week.
I'll give you the scoring totals and some other totals before we break away for you. The Lady Cyclones lose it here by a score of 62-43. Leading the way for Rogers, we said Kate McConnell. She had 25 points in the ball game. She had 7 threes, 3 in the first quarter, and the rest of them were in the second half. 12 points for Allie Figgenskow and 7 points for Gracie Carr. For the Russell Lady Cyclones, they were led by Anna Myers, who had 13 points. Z McAllister finishes with 12 and a couple of three-pointers. Michaela Ely with 10 points, so 3 players in double figures for Russellville. And 4 points each for Sarah Velasquez and Kara Davis. Remember, Russell led at one point 27-23. From that point on, they go on a 23-3 run. They actually outscored us. When we were up before, they outscored us 39-16, and there's your ball game. Lady Cyclones lose it by 19.
It was, and at free throws, we were excellent tonight. We were of 15 free throws, we made 13 of them. So our free throw shooting is excellent. We were 2 of 21 from three-point line, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, that is. Lady Cyclones lose it by a score of 62-43. Our next broadcast will be on Thursday as both the boys and senior girls will host Mountain Home here at Cyclone Arena. We'll be on the air a little bit before 6 o'clock with girls game, and boys game will follow. That'll be Thursday, December 20th. We appreciate you joining us. Once again, our score, Rogers 62 and Russellville Lady Cyclones 43. For Aaron Duval, I'm Mickey Duval reminding you, if you're out on your bike tonight, as always, do wear white. So long, everybody.